just as I thought. Just a regular old toilet, huh?
Hey, you little pisher. Where's that pee-pee?
Oh! What is happening? I kind of like this movie. Welcome back to Awesomely Awful, where we break down bad movies and how badly we love them. Today, we are talking We're talking about Look Who's Talking 2. If you've never heard of this movie before, it is a sequel to the very successful Look Who's Talking that Sean and I have never seen.
Oops. But this second one, also hugely successful. Made 120 million worldwide.
At this point in my life, when this video comes out, there's a good chance that I'm going to be a father times 2. That's right, I'm having my second kiddo.
And there's a good chance that I don't have any kids still. It would be wild if I had 2 before this came out.
I'm hoping, though. Here's to hoping. So in honor of baby number 2, whatever your name shall be, this one's for you.
For you.
For you. Love you. Look Who's Talking 2 kind of gets us in the mind of a toddler and a baby. And spoiler alert, it's mostly sass, sarcasm, and dry wit.
Big deal, I made a duty.
And F-bombs.
Just put me in a f***ing dress.
Surprising number of F-bombs in this movie where there are babies that talk. This movie starts with a wild scene inside of reproductive organs where sperm is racing towards an egg. It feels like it should be a sex ed movie instead of the rom-com that it's supposed to be.
Yes.
It really feels that way until the sperm starts making sex noises with the egg, at which point it's confirmed that it is definitely a sex ed video.
You can't get through this diaphragm. Neener, neener, neener.
Hey guys, I found a way through. Over here by the rim.
Oh,
Diaphragm sales plummeted 400% after this came out.
Hey, Buster, how'd you get in here? This is my womb. Get out of here.
Here we go.
Shoo.
You
No.
know why I'm here.
No.
Come on, give it up.
Doing that. Ow.
Give it up. Ow! Hot mama.
Oh my god!
it's so embarrassing.
Well, here I am.
Okay, I will say, only something that terrible and horrifying could give birth to Roseanne Barr.
That is so fair.
They try to cancel me and say that I'm a racist.
Nothing could be further from sexually attractive than that entire moment.
Every health class should show that video.
Yes, absolutely.
John Travolta and Kirstie Alley. Oh, hot mama, hot mama. As a sperm
Give it to the egg.
into an egg into Roseanne Barr going, well, I'm alive now. Roseanne Barr was nominated for a Razzie for this performance.
Oh, deservedly so.
Here I am.
In this movie, we've got Kirstie Alley and John Travolta as like a stressed out married couple who have a little toddler who sounds a lot like a New York cabbie version of Bruce Willis.
Let me get this straight. You want me to take a dump outside my diaper?
Where John Travolta is a New York cabbie and doesn't really sound like that.
Once they conceive in this video, they end up having another daughter, Julie, and she immediately starts roasting people right out the gate, as soon as she's out of the womb.
When she's in the womb, she's roasting people.
Is she really?
Somebody's loud and opinionated.
I can't handle this noise of this mouth of this guy.
One of the things that they failed to mention is they were using a diaphragm, conceivably to not conceive.
Right.
And it's not addressed at all when they end up getting pregnant. The next time you see her, she's just like 6 months pregnant and it doesn't even come up.
Doesn't even come up. They've got enough to fight about.
The baby stuff really takes a backseat to the parents fighting.
Oh, these talking babies that are featured on the cover, B plot, maybe C plot of this movie, of this adult drama that we're watching.
It is so melodramatic. You're watching a drama play out between these two adults, and then every once in a while, a baby will talk.
Yes.
But also, Mikey does have another problem, which is a problem all toddlers face, which is potty training. And to be fair, he does have and we'll get into it more later, but he does have a good reason to be afraid. I will say, though, that him having a little sister in that issue does create one of the greatest jealousy montages I've ever seen in a movie before.
100%.
He's just so sadly watching in the background. As a new parent of a second kid, it did make me feel sad about my first son's take on the new baby.
It f***ing works. It just works.
You do feel bad for the kid.
You do.
You do. And if that weren't already enough, another character who enters the picture is Kirstie Alley's racist, gun-toting, jerk of a brother, Stuart. He comes and he stays with them, but to my recollection, I don't think he interacts with the kids one time throughout the entire movie.
He does at the very end.
At the very last moment, right before he sets them on fire.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. So yeah, this movie is filled with multiple F-bombs, a toilet eating poo-poo and pee-pee.
Uh-huh.
It's rated PG-13, and there's talking babies in it.
I don't know how they got away with a PG-13 rating, honestly. There are lots of jump scares in this movie. There's no other way to say it than it's a true jump scare, like a jolt of your system that like shocks you to your core.
Truly.
So it'll be plodding along like a normal movie, like a family-friendly talking baby movie, and then all of a sudden you'll see something like this.
Just as I thought. Just a regular old toilet, huh?
Hey, you little pisher. I'm talking to you.
Oh no, what is that?
Hey, you're supposed to give me some pee-pee. Oh! We're talking about pee-pee here. I need that pee-pee.
Oh no, Mr. Toilet.
Oh my God.
I've had it with you. You better give me that pee-pee.
You better give me that pee-pee. You better give me that pee-pee. Give me that pee-pee.
This is horrifying.
I hate it so much. Spitting
Blue toilet liquid with the fangs. Fun fact, that toilet is voiced by Mel Brooks.
The one and the only. Mel Brooks.
I think it's so funny to film that and be like, do you think we can get Mel Brooks for this? Do you know what probably happened? He was just in a recording booth for like Toy Story, something completely different. And this was just him in between takes. That's just something he was saying. Give me that pee-pee. I want to drink that pee-pee. And they're like, we could probably use that for another movie. So there's surprisingly too much stuff like that happening in this movie. But the most harrowing of these images, I would actually say, is Julie or Roseanne Barr's character in the womb.
You want to feel it?
No.
Here.
Like, this is so sweet. This is like an actual tender moment.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Don't you just hate it when you get your head caught in your placenta?
Oh my God.
Horrible!
Horrible.
Give me the toilet bag.
You better give me that pee-pee.
And it also just undercuts like actual emotional moments.
Yeah.
It's like a nice like moment.
Yeah.
And then to cut to something truly grotesque, body horror, horrifying.
It really ruins every moment that my son was touching my wife's belly for the past 8 months. All I can picture is my unborn son inside my wife smacking his head against a placenta. I freaking hate this thing.
Even you doing that right now is grotesque to me. And to wrap this up, an honorable mention jump scare goes to
Oh boy, was that stupid or what?
Gilbert Gottfried.
What am I doing here?
One critic did say about Gilbert Gottfried's performance that he makes Pee Wee Herman look like Sir Laurence Olivier. It's like, okay, come on!
I challenge somebody to do a better job with those lines in those moments.
With that voice.
Is it just me or is this guy really weird?
You know what else was a crazy clip that I did not see coming from this? Felt like weirdly on the nose and specific.
Oh, which one?
I love my sister, but I love if you like and subscribe even more.
Placenta.
Weird!
Oh, that is weird.
That is weird. Yeah, it kind of freaked me out, to be honest. Who is the intended target audience of this movie? Because on the cover,
Here's the cover.
how many different families saw this at their local video store, took this home and were like, this seems like a great family movie, talking babies, throw it in, and it's like, like crazy like live birth of like babies coming out of a cesarean section. Like, what is going on? Who is this for? It's rated PG-13, which again, I don't know how they got away with it.
You can't keep getting away with it!
because they say the F word.
What were they doing in
a lot.
1990? What was going on?
My parents brought a movie home. Maybe it was this movie. They tell the story. They play it, and there was a ton of swear words in it. Oh my God, it could have been this movie. They came and they stopped the movie and said, sorry, Sean. I'm like, why did he stop it? I'm like, a toddler. Like, there's just too many swear words in it. And I go, which ones were they?
And you went.
I want. The movie constantly also messes with your expectations of what it is. You keep thinking it's for a certain target audience, and then it completely turns it on its head.
Yeah.
Like from the jump,
Out the gate.
they show the TriStar horse coming in, and it is voiced by Bruce Willis, doing like a Mr. Ed impression.
Whoa, Wilbur, here I go.
I'm a horse and they're the wheel. This should be G.
Exactly.
This should be for little babies.
All parents watching with their kids are like, okay, Dad, of course, this is what it is.
Yeah.
A children's movie where things talk that normally don't. A great example of a who is this for moment is the first time that the brother and sister, toddler and baby, meet.
This is your sister, Julie.
Hiya, Julie. Welcome to the outside.
Who's this ass?
What? Who's this ass?
You're a newborn.
As we've alluded to, they're kind of swearing all the time. They swear so much, and they say the F word a lot. And this might be the most egregious of them all.
Yes.
So she's going into labor.
Yes.
Her water has broken already, I think.
No, we don't have any of that stuff.
Uncle Ernie was an idiot. It was a stupid idea, and they lost their shirts, so just
Allow the deduction.
Give him the deduction.
Screws you with the f***ing deduction. What is happening? I mean, we got a lot to wrap up.
Yeah.
John Travolta and Kirstie Alley, they are separated. Really what brings them together is the moment we've been waiting for the entire movie, Mikey going pee-pee in the toilet.
Give me that pee-pee.
It is such a good moment for the
Yeah.
both of them. They love it so much. It's almost as good as sex. Well,
I haven't felt as good since the day he was born.
I know, it's so weird. It's better than money. It's better than airplanes. It's
Better than sex.
I don't know about that, but
so obviously he's not feeling it, thought that was weird. So he goes to fly a plane, which is like kind of his job. But there's some storms rolling in.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. And so Kirstie Alley, hearing the weather news, is like, I got to stop him.
Classic rom-com.
Classic rom-com.
And from beginning to end, this thing has been a classic rom-com.
And honestly, this works. When you have someone running in the name of love that they need to like profess, whether it's old or new, through the rain, it works for me. She gets there and she tells him like he shouldn't go. He's like, you're always trying to tell me what to do. And she's like, yeah, but like you'll die. And he's like, F you.
no, I got my clearance and I'm leaving. So would you please go?
Yeah, he doesn't work on him at all.
At all.
Get out! Get out!
And then it comes in over the radio and they say, your flight's canceled. And he's like, okay, so you're probably happy that you're right again. And she's like, I don't care about being right. I just care that you're okay, which I think is sweet.
It is sweet, but it's so funny. It's like the idea of having somebody running to the airport to like stop somebody and their flight gets canceled. And they're like, I guess I'm still here. And they're like, great, you chose me. It's like, no, my flight got canceled. I didn't pick you.
God, your flight being canceled, it's better than math. It's better than
sex.
That's weird. So now they're in a taxi cab back smooching. That's resolved, but the movie is absolutely not resolved. Crazy racist gun-toting brother is watching the kids. Not a great idea. He's cooking while also rolling around on the ground with them and like playing. And that pesky burglar, he cuts a little hole in the glass.
Cat burglar style.
Cat burglar style. Thank God the brother has a gun because he pulls it, gets punched in the face, drops the gun immediately.
For somebody to hold a gun the entire movie and then for him to whip it out and immediately get smacked out of his hand is hysterical.
Whatever the opposite of a Chekhov's gun is, that's what this is. It's a reverse Chekhov's gun.
Oh my God.
So he gets punched in the face, burglar exits, so hell yeah, he just defended a home invasion.
Yeah.
Burglar's gone, nothing got stolen, problem solved, right? Wrong. He exits the window into the storm, leaving 2 children alone to chase down and murder this man. Which would now be a crime. Meanwhile, a f***ing fire starts in the apartment. And the stakes are like incredibly high. It's not a funny fire.
No, and also like this tone is out of nowhere.
Hasn't the tone taught you to be prepared for literally anything at this
I
point?
wasn't ready for this. I was not ready.
You fool.
Where's Mommy?
Come on, Julie. I don't want to go stewardess, but we gotta get out of here.
Like this. Look at this. This is really them going through fire.
Hey, Julie. What are you talking about?
Stuart, where are the kids?
They're
Oh yeah, the
upstairs.
freaking kids.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go. I think
Yeah! Good job, Mikey.
walk.
Technically, I was pushed.
Razzie.
Give her a Razzie. Razan.
From there, the whole family is brought back together. They kind of have a picnic together. It's all the kind of parents' issues are resolved. The relationship issues are resolved for now.
Yeah,
at least.
because Mikey saved the sister. Even though they were beefing,
Yeah.
you gotta save family.
It ends with like a conversation between those two at like a family picnic, Mikey and Julie. And she's like, I thought you freaking hated me. And he's like, I mean, I do hate you sometimes, sis. You get on my nerves, you poke me in the eyes. It's frustrating, but you're my sister. It's my job to love you. And then they play I Got You, Babe. I kind of like this movie.
Kirstie Alley and John Travolta at this point in the movie are separated, and Kirstie Alley kind of has a daydream about what John Travolta's up to now that he's free from the wife.
What is he getting up to?
And it has. Is it my favorite line delivery of all time? Is it my favorite ADR of all time?
This is a great look who's not talking moment.
What a rush. Oh, man. My wife would have hated that.
How dull. I mean, you have to have some fun in life.
Holy moly.
Hold on! You have to have some fun in life!
Horrible.
Horrifying. This is a jump scare.
This is a jump scare.
In this movie, Kirstie Alley and John Travolta, a couple times they sing together and it's kind of fun. And then later in the movie, John Travolta does an entire Elvis dance throughout the kids' gym. But it's not a musical. But in this moment that we're about to see, you might think that a song is about to start.
All right, okay, all right. Come on. Hey, all right. Now, let's discuss this bad business line.
What is that?
He freaking cut his musical number out. Okay, all right. We got the ledgers and accounts and the ones
No,
and
no, hey,
zeros.
Greg. Hey, Greg. We cut the musical number, okay? We're going to do the tax scene where she becomes a demon and swears at you.
Oh, are we cutting all the musical numbers?
Well, Travolta gets to Elvis. It's in his contract.
That's the only one. This movie's going to be an hour and 20 minutes.
I know. Hour 20, but $120 million.
$1 million a minute, baby. That's what we're going for.
That's not right.
Wait, what?
An hour 20 is not $120 million.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Stop. I think this clip is best if you have no context.
Here we go. What's that?
A penis.
Thinking about that without context of just a huge picture of Sylvester Stallone. Penis.
Here's the thing. I know my boy Sean here loves himself a funny sound.
I do.
Anytime a character makes a goofy noise, so I picked this one out especially for you.
Thanks, man.
You're nuts.
It's so good. I've never heard that combo before.
And the thing is, he says that 20 more times throughout this movie.
That's his catchphrase.
That's his catchphrase. It keeps coming up over and over again. The gun gets smacked out of
I
his...
think he might do it one other time.
No way.
I think so.
No
I do
way.
think it kind of is his
When's the best
catchphrase.
moment for him to do it in this movie?
When he realizes that the apartment's on fire that he left.
Where are the kids? Dying? When Sean and I watch bad movies, we rate them on a scale of -10 to 10, where a -10 is a movie so bad that it's great, a 10 is a movie so good that it's great, and a 0 is a movie so bad that it's just a stinker. It's no good. Sean, what'd you think of Look Who's Talking To?
I've done a lot of thinking, and I'm torn.
No, God.
I think that I'm going to give... I know that I'm going to give Look Who's Talking To a +5.
No way.
Yeah. I like it. I think it's so weird and such a weird vehicle for this like adult drama. The music, the soundtrack rips. There's certain moments from the kid's perspective that I think work emotionally. Whatever weird acid trip of an idea this was, I was in for it, and I think it works at a 5 out of 10.
Wrong. I think this is a broken movie. I think this movie doesn't know what it is. It takes 40 shots on random stuff. This is the one I think I've enjoyed the least so far.
Okay.
I'm going to give this thing a -2.
Okay. So maybe don't watch this one.
I think you could skip this one.
If you've already watched this one, let us know what you think.
Yes. And if you haven't watched this one, I think probably watch the first one, which I've never seen before.
Yeah, we've never seen the first one.
But this is for my unborn child. Love you, kiddo. See you soon.
Dedicated to your unborn, now born child.
Yep.
We hated this.
Love you so much. I hated this. This sucked.
Why'd
And
you
this
make
is
us
your
do this?
fault.
Okay, great. I have to go to bed.
Okay. Give me that pee-pee.